Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for being a part of today's focus group webinar, an introduction Zoho Apptics. As the name suggests, today we'll have a quick introduction to Zoho Apptics, an in-app usage, performance monitoring, and application analytics solution. I'm Supraja from the Zoho Apptics team, and I'll be walking you through the session. Joining me are Sam, Saravanan, and Lakshmikant, who will be acting as our panelists today. Do make the most of their presence and feel free to ask them any related questions that pop up. We have a Q&A session towards the end of today's focus group, but you can also ask questions as the session progresses using the chat interface. We've had to pre-record this webinar to avoid any technical difficulties as much as possible. However, if we do face issues during the session, please be kind to us and let us know in the chat box and we'll rectify it ASAP. Moving on, today's agenda for the session will be a brief introduction to Zoho Apptics, the story behind building a privacy-friendly solution, that is Apptics, a quick run-through of its features, and finally, the time for any questions or queries you have. To give a quick introduction about myself, I am Supraja and I am a product marketer for Zoho Apptics. Today, we are going to dive into a known yet unknown topic. Yes, you have heard it right. About a topic that revolves around our day-to-day activities, but yet we still remain unknown to it and it becomes a mystery for us. So this webinar is going to be an insightful session followed by an interactive Q&A. So let the story unfold and let's get started. But before we actually start the session, let's take it on a lighter note. Let me ask you a simple question. How many apps do you have on your smart device right now? Let me take a guess. Probably 30, maybe 40, or even more than 50? Well, that's also quite common nowadays. And though I might not know the exact numbers, and it will definitely vary, I could roughly say that there would be at least 40 to 50 apps installed in your smart devices right now, isn't it? So, do you use all the 50 apps daily? Well, let's be honest over here. For me, it is hardly 3 or 4 apps that I switch on a day-to-day basis, and I hope you would also agree with it, isn't it? And rest of the apps, they just remain in the unused mobile app section in my smart device. So this means that we use only 20 to 25% of the total apps that we install, and rest of them just remain unused. And then you later eventually, uninstall them. And in this situation, the demand for first-hand app-based insights has also increased manifolds. But why? This is because the first-party data that we collect, like in-app usage stats and performance data, it helps businesses to improve their app and provide personalized app experiences. And given that this data is collected right from the first party users itself, the data is accurate and hence its accuracy enables people to make well informed decisions beforehand. But here comes the question. How do we collect this data and where can we get this data from? And here's where application analytics tools and solutions come in play. They come in handy for app marketers and developers to collect and analyze this first party data. And all of this just happens now, within minutes right now. Zoho Apptics is the application analytics, usage, and performance monitoring solution that gives you all the necessary insights you need to know about your app. From app health to its performance, to app usage, to app engagement. Everything you need to know about your app is available within a single console. From Zoho Apptics being a privacy by design alternative for other analytics solutions to now being a full stack solution for apps. Apptics has traveled a long way. And now, did you know that all of Zoho's own mobile apps and manage engine apps use Zoho Apptics as their mobile application analytics tool and use Apptics day in and day out as their smart buddy for their apps. And now that we have mentioned about Aptics being the privacy friendly alternative, we need to tell you why we built such an application analytics tool for mobile apps, especially. So, here's another quick question before we proceed. How many of you get annoyed with the ads that pop up while you are doing something really, really important? And let's not get into those notifications that you receive from apps. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're way too much. You start getting notifications on home loans when you have just started to search for rental apartments. And then, have you seen those ads promoting a brand new pair of wireless AirPods? Well, they are quite attractive, but just after a few minutes of searching a pair of headphones, that too wired ones, you naturally start to wonder and question things. How did they get this data? And how did they know about it? Where did they get this information from? Is someone leaking this? You get all these kind of scary thoughts, and trust me, it can be even creepy sometimes, isn't it? And I'm sure some of you might be aware of Google Firebase, which is actually a competitor for Aptics now. Firebase uses Google Analytics to collect usage and analytics data about the app. And when we say Google Analytics, we all know the revolving privacy concerns around it, be it the adjunct surveillance or the high data collection and disclosing the data, especially sensitive ones, to third parties for monetization. You do get the data, but at the cost of your users' privacy. And this is not a concern only with Google Analytics, but with most of the other third party tools that we use daily: data monetization, data brokering, third party data transfers, and this list just goes on. But the problem is, you still need this data, especially first party data. Well, there's a simple solution to it. You can collect only what you need, be transparent on how you use this data, and firstly, let the users decide whether to share the data or not, and make sure you're compliant to the global data privacy and security regulations. So, with all these measures, we have kept data privacy and safety as our top priority at Zoho Apptics. But when we say that an analytics tool is a privacy by design solution, it seems contradictory, and we agree with it. But that is how it is. It's because we do not collect data that we do not need. Simple. And users have complete control over what data they want to share with us. So, with features like role based access control for individual modules, noting every action performed in the console as a record in the audit logs, and introducing industry's first user consent management, where users have complete control over the data sharing preferences. With all these features and measures, privacy is not anymore an afterthought, but a must have in a solution. Moving on, Zoho Apptics supports a multitude of SDKs that no other analytics solution does. Apptics supports apps built for the entire Apple ecosystem, Android and Windows. Additionally, Apptics supports apps built for React Native, Flutter, and also support for Unity is on its way. So now that you know that Apptics is an application analytics solution that supports a multitude of platforms, let's also look into the general market landscape that to understand how the situation is right now. So, in general, today's market landscape is such that when you want to understand your app's health, you would have to use a solution, say Firebase, Instabug, etc. And when you want to analyze your app's engagement and performance, you would have to use again another solution for it. And then, if you want to monitor your app store and Play Store reviews, you would have to again use another solution for it. But the thing is, you don't need 10 different solutions just because you need to track 10 different points in your app lifecycle. isn't it? This can be simplified, and we at Aptics have done that. Zoho Apptics is a comprehensive solution that has the solution for all your app issues in a single console. And that's how we have filled the next two slides with purpose built features. So here's the portfolio of features that will help you find solutions to your problems using Zoho Apptics. We have crash analytics, in-app feedback, bug reporting, in-app ratings, remote logger, store reviews, remote config, in-app updates. Then we have funnels, retention, custom events, sessions, screens, API metrics, user consent, and role based access. Well, this might sound like a rap, isn't it? Well, but I'll accept over here that I'm the worst rapper in the world. So that's why we thought of not only listing these features out, and that's why we have grouped our features according to their purpose into different segments so that you can know how each segment can help you with different problems. So, before we actually move on to understand each segment, let's take a sneak peek into what actually Zoho Apptics looks like. So, this is the screenshot of the Apptics console. The Apptics console has around 25 modules covering its features, and each one of them is available as a plug and play module. This means that you need not worry about the SDK size, and as we have made all possible efforts to keep the SDK size minimal yet powerful. So once you integrate our Apptics SDK with your app, crashes, sessions, and screens will be tracked by default. And later you can either disable or enable tracking for different modules according to your requirements. So now let's look at the segments that we spoke about in the upcoming slides one by one. First comes app health. So before you focus on your app's engagement and growth, it is important to ensure that you provide users a smooth and crash-free experience. And Apptics offers real-time crash reporting, bug reporting, and remote logger that helps you to understand your app's health and performance, identify the underlying issues, and make debugging way more easier. And then, as you look at your app's health, it's time to improve your app's quality as well. The app quality helps you to improve your app's user satisfaction. It helps you to enhance your app's quality and visibility in the marketplace with features such as in-app feedback and store reviews. And when we say store reviews, we actually plan to have a solution for your entire ASO part of it. And you can say that store reviews is the first step towards our aim to cover ASO as well. Now, coming to app growth, it helps you optimize your app experience, bring in useful changes to your app, and improve your app adoption with features such as in-app updates, in-app ratings, and remote configuration. So with app growth, you can work on your app's growth and make sure that you provide a better in-app experience every time. And then we have app engagement. And as the name suggests, you can track, measure, and analyze various engagement metrics about your apps, like the app screens, the amount of time users spend with your app, that is sessions, track important user actions that are performed in your app using custom events, and track important APIs used in your app and measure their efficiency and success rates. And lastly, here comes the data safety and privacy part that we emphasized a lot about in the beginning. User consent management, role-based access, and audit logs, all of these features help you in providing a privacy-friendly environment for your users. And the journey doesn't end here. These are some of the features that we have planned for the upcoming releases. As I already had mentioned, we have ASO, App Store Optimization, APM, app performance monitoring, push notifications, in-app messaging, user segments and user flow, user acquisition tracking, heat maps, and much more. And now that we have seen the features, we must tell you one thing over here. Though these features are available as individual products, no other application analytics solution offers them as a single solution in a single package. So, till now, the market landscape is that we either have developer centric tools like Firebase, Instabug, and Sentry, or marketer specific solutions like CleverTap, Mixpanel, and MoEngage. But there's no single tool that offers a comprehensive solution for both marketers and developers. And here's where we at Aptics want to bridge the gap between app developers and app marketers. The one solution for application analytics, introducing Zoho Apptics for you. Thank you. And now that we have seen the features, we must tell you one thing over here. Though these features are available as individual products, no other application analytics solution offers them as a single solution in a single package. So, till now, the market landscape is that we either have developer centric tools like Firebase, Instabug, and Sentry, or marketer specific solutions like CleverTap, Mixpanel, and MoEngage. But there's no single tool that offers a comprehensive solution for both marketers and developers. And here's where we at Aptics want to bridge the gap between app developers and app marketers. The one solution for application analytics, introducing Zoho Apptics for you. Now that you have seen how Zoho Apptics was built and why it was built at the first place and how it can help you to grow your business and improve your app's performance, quality, engagement, and enhance your app's growth. Now it's time that we look into the Apptics console and see how the actual look and feel is. Now the first step is to enter zoho.com/aptics so that you can visit our website, and then immediately you'll be redirected to our website. That means this page where you can get started with Aptics by simply entering your email ID and then the password and then your mobile number, and then finally agree to the terms of services and privacy policies, and then you can get started. So once you sign in for verification, you will receive an OTP in your mobile number that you have given, and once you receive the OTP in your mobile, you can enter the OTP over here and verify. And once it is verified, you will be redirected to our admin page or the admin setup, from where you can start creating a new portal. Create a new portal. Click on create a new portal, then enter the portal name that you prefer to give, and then the company name that you're associated with or your business name. And for my case, it is Zoho. And then you have to check the box saying that you have understood the terms of service and the privacy policies, and then click create. And once the portal is created, you can add a project name which will be under the portal itself. So over here, let me name my project as demo 1, and once the project is created successfully, you can also select the platform in which your application runs. For instance, let me select Android for now, and then click next. And here you'd have to configure by first registering your app's name, and then the tag, either whether your app is in production or in development, and then provide a nickname to your application if needed, and then you can register your app. And once you register your app, you can download the configuration file and then do the further steps as given in the UI. And once you have created a portal, it will be shown over here. This is the manage portal page, And from here, you will be able to see all the portals here that you are a part of. And over here, since you have created the portal, you will be the super admin for this portal. And over here, you can click on Go to Portal to see how it looks inside the portal. And now that you come inside the portal, this is the home page view of the portal where you will get to see all the stats and you will have an overview of all the stats that are available. So once you integrate the Aptics SDK with your mobile app, you will be able to see the stats over here. And then let's now look into how the Aptics console actually looks like for each project. So since we haven't integrated the SDK yet and since we don't have any data to show over here, the dashboard is not visible over here. And so let's now first see how to add application IDs into the projects. Through Quick Start, you can first of all add application IDs for each platform and then access the resources like user guide and SDK guide and manage project members from here. But before you add project members to your project, you need to invite users to your portal. And you can do that by clicking on the profile picture, and then over here, as you can see, you can set email notification preferences, you can access portal settings, portal members, and invite new portal members from here. You can either invite portal members from here itself by providing the email address, choosing the user type and the projects that they'll have access to, and so on, and just invite them. Or you can go to portal settings where you will be seeing the list of all the users that are part of your portal, and over here you can invite the users by clicking on this button. And then from portal settings you can also provide roles. That means you can decide the roles that you need to add in your portal, and then you can assign them privileges for the roles that you add in your portal, and then you can add apps that you want to cross promote from here. To know more, you can visit the website and our resources on how each module works and how to integrate each module in depth, or you can contact us with our support email or directly at our website itself for a demo. And over here, as you can see, we have more than 25 modules in the left menu where we have quality, growth, engagement, audience, and finally we have settings. And in the settings part, you can manage all the settings with respect to the project over here. So this was Aptics. This was all about Aptics and how the Aptics console looks like. And finally, we have come to the end of the session. So thanks for your patience and thanks for listening to us. Please do visit our website, that is zoho.com/aptics, and do contact us at support@zohoaptics.com for any queries and questions. Thank you.